Ladies and gentlemen, the situation is worse. I don't know what to describe, we have to find. But Poland enters officially at war against the Russia, but in Ukraine. Poland will send soldiers to Ukraine. Yes, and that means that Poland will have now these two hands and his 2 feet full in the conflict. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister, Minister Donald Tusk. Yes, it's September 11th, 2021, 2025. I was going to say Donald Tusk announced Polish soldiers will go to Ukraine. But the argument that is used is this argument which is strong. This argument allows us to understand that Kadius Kalas said today, that the conflict will continue for -2 years. Yes, we are on that. In addition to the fact that Poland has closed its border with Belarus, despite the warning, the threat from Russia, Poland goes beyond. Poland has decided to send fighter jets for its border with Ukraine, monitor its border with Belarus. This is how Poland started to get close to the war. And as if all this was not enough, Volodymyr Zelensky made a proposal to the Poland, as now you are targeted by the Russian drones and we have the habit of shooting down Russian drones. We want you to send us your soldiers. We will teach them. You see the strategy. It's a very, very strong strategy, which joins one of the hypotheses which were lifted when the incursion took place drone in Poland. There is a hypothesis which said that Zelensky and his band are at the base of this. It is why Russia came out to deny. Russia said, I'm going to see evidence. The hypothesis has been said that isn't it Zelensky who does things like this to involve Poland in the conflict? And if Poland is involved, it is that NATO is involved. Imagine the soldiers of Poland through a bilateral agreement leave in Ukraine. It's no longer imaginable. The agreement was reached. And it is the Polish Prime Minister who made the announcement. So they leave, will no longer be considered as being Polish soldiers. These are the soldiers of NATO who are leaving, and they are leaving to do what? To learn to shoot down Russian drones. It is the word learn that makes the difference. So Selki made the proposal that come, I will teach you. Our soldiers will teach you how to shoot down drones, Russians. There, like that. Every time there will be Russian drones on your territory, you will have the latitude to take them down without any problem, because Poland has shown that it doesn't know how to shoot down drones and so on and so on. That's it, right? Okay. A member country of NATO, okay, they found the agreement. Imagine, they will arrive. They will start to cut down what kind of drone? Russian drones. Russia launches drones as part of its conflict with Ukraine. And from now on, it will no longer be Ukraine, the one who will be there slaughtering these drones. NATO will be there by train to shoot down his drones. And the soldiers, Poles, who will go to Ukraine, they leave in the name of Poland. And Poland is a member of NATO. So this means that Poland would be in direct conflict already with Russia. And this, which means it's all the time that comes into conflict with Russia. A Polish soldier shoots down drone Russian. It is that he is a soldier of NATO, which shot down a Russian drone. Do you understand the hypothesis? Do you understand what it is about? What is it? I tell you that the time is serious. I want to see as much as possible share. Share this video conference to the maximum. Share it in all groups, WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, everywhere. The situation is serious. We are attending the real expansion of the conflict. And for those who don't have followed our video conferences in recent times, 24 hours, go ahead and follow. You will understand the process, how we has gone as far as getting involved of NATO in this conflict. NATO is already in the conflict there. The Union European guarantees. Kadius Kalas has made his statement. Yes, Germany makes his statement. Mark Rutte, NATO chief, gave an ultimatum to Russia. Emmanuel Macron, head of European Union war, self-proclaimed, gave an ultimatum to the Russia. I think this is the ultimatum, which is running now like this. But they want to go through a strategy. No, they came to train. So otherwise, Ukraine trains NATO soldiers on its territory, but it will be practical training. This is what we call FAF. That's concrete. There is no good saying when you are on the field of hostilities. When the drones are coming, here's what to do to shoot them down. We give you the theory. After you go into a field, you do some practice. No, it won't be about that. It will be the practice in reality. Here are the drones, Russian drones. They are coming. Shoot them down, you shoot goo, and then the drones are falling. We say we are in the process to train you, but during this time it is on the job training, on the field of hostilities at the front. This means that NATO is entering directly into the armed conflict. Let's go deep, ladies and gentlemen. I'll break this down for you, but I'll request to share. I don't see any sharing. We are at another turning point in this conflict. I will said almost 3 days ago, the conflict has flared up again. It's like they reset it, has barely begun. And we now assist other countries that come into play. Belarus fact begins to make its entrance official. Poland enters officially and then it expands. Let's go. So Poland is determined to strengthen its defense according to her. It is the choice to assume the confrontation. Poland is determined to assume the confrontation. Warsaw does not seek more to avoid escalation. She assumes, she is convinced that only the firmness can contain Moscow. And so by projecting into operational learning alongside Ukraine, Poland sends a message clear. She's preparing to strike, not only to endure. So Poland is preparing, but it will prepare on the ground hostilities. Imagine Russia's reaction. So that means Poland is going into the spirit of shooting down drones. But while Poland, the soldiers' poles are there and drones are launched from Ukraine, it hits Russia. Russia will say what it is country and which country. It's Ukraine and Poland which launched at the same time. Because when you come to learn to beat, at the moment when we launch, the Russia is not there. Russia does not know not who threw or who didn't throw. Essentially, there are two of you there. So if Russia wants, it can launch in Ukraine and in Poland. Do you see where it is? This leads us. Russia will launch. So both countries are already affected. So Poland redefines itself as a frontline power that invests in an accelerated modernization and in field know-how. And so this logic places the Polish army as a security pillar of Europe. And that's why they said they want to go learn how to shoot down drones. So this is a strong signal to Moscow and to NATO. There you have it. The message is brutal for Moscow. Poland will not back down and arms itself with the experience of those who face strikes daily. So what does Poland want? Concretely, what is Poland wants? It must be said that this is serious. The Prime Minister made the statement that Poland, obviously for his safety, reached an agreement with Ukraine, the Poland to send soldiers Ukraine. But if it ever comes true, understand that we are in the phase of a serious extension of the conflict. And therefore, ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, that was the headline. Thank you. To share it as much as possible. I will come back soon by the grace of the Almighty with new information. It was the voice of your unique samurai.